dear children, today we are going to deal with exercise session of the garland from heaven. See page number 130, right? So values and life skill. Saku was a generous person that we learned from the play, right? So the question here, what are the things that coming in your mind when you think about being generous? We have already discussed it, right? And see, a generous person, you can write a few sentences about that. A generous person will be loving, showing sympathy, considering others, right? Showing empathy. All those things you can mention in your notebook. Okay. About what you think about being generous. And now we are dealing with the exercise session, that is suffix. Okay, we can make suffix by adding a few letters at the end or after the word. That will be suffix. You study what is prefix. What is prefix? Adding in the beginning a few letters to the word and making a new word. For example, danger, endanger. So here we are studying about suffix, and see here beauty. Look at the word beauty. So we add here a suffix, beautiful. Okay, beautiful. So this is the suffix. So here interest, interesting, right? So this is called adding letters at the end of the word and making a new word. That is known as suffix, right? So here we have example. The people of Amod had been completely unselfish earlier. The people of Amod had been completely selfless. That is a synonyms. Okay. So now let us see here which words in the play can be used in place of the following: dropping or falling. Which word is used? Descent. D-E-S-C-E-N-D. Second, not cheap. What is not cheap? Means expensive. Remaining 3, 4, 5, you can do it. So now comes, you have to add suitable suffix with that. First one, Ardi thought that her guest had shown no dash for her feeling when they refused to turn up for the dinner party. So in bracket we have considerate. So what is the answer? Consideration, right? So then it becomes a noun. So consideration. So A-T-I-O-N, we use suffix. So page number 132. Henry was delighted when he received the dash to his cousin's wedding. So in bracket invite, we make it invitation, right? Third, fourth and fifth you can do. Okay. Now we are going to learn types of sentences. So before that, we must know clause. So what is a clause? Clause is a group of words that has a subject and predicate. What is the subject? One who does the action. I go to school. I, subject. Predicate remaining or predicate. And it has a finite verb. We study finite. What is a finite verb? The verb that changes according to the tenses and number. Right? I am going. They are going. See, I go. In past tense, I went. So the verb is subject to change. That are known as finite verb. Okay. So we have two types of clause. See, dependent clause and independent clause. What is the meaning independent? It is free. It can stand its own. Right? It is known as independent clause. Second is dependent clause. Dependent clause, it depends upon something else to complete its meaning. It cannot stand its own. Right? So I will tell you one example. Right? If you study well, you will get good mark. See, if you take alone, if you study well, Can it stand alone? It is no, it is a clause, but it cannot stand its own. It needs something else to fulfill its meaning. If you study well, you will get good mark. So the sentence "you will get good mark" is a complete and independent clause. It can stand its own. It has a complete meaning. But if you study well, alone it cannot stand its own. It has no complete meaning. So if you study well, that is an example for dependent clause or subordinate clause. Right? You will get good mark. It's a complete sentence by its own. So it can be called an independent clause or a main clause. So we have to understand. So now we are going to deal with a simple sentence. What is a simple sentence? A simple sentence has a subject and a finite verb. One main clause. What is a main clause? A clause that has complete meaning by its own. Let's take an example here. Saku was a generous girl. Subject was verb, it's a finite verb, right? And it has a complete. Saku was a generous girl. Sentence is over and meaning is complete. So if a clause is one that is a main clause, it can stand its own. If only one main clause, that sentence known as simple sentence. Very simple. Another example. I study well. I go to school. I take breakfast. These are all a clause that has complete meaning. So it can be called a main clause. So if there is only one main clause, it is known as simple sentence. That sentence will be simple. Now we are going to study complex sentence. What is complex sentence? If in a sentence, if there is one main clause and one subordinate clause, then it is known as complex sentence. One main clause and one subordinate clause. Do you understand? Let's take an example here from the textbook. The boy who was very hungry was fed by the servant girl. Here we have two words. What is the first one? What is the main clause? The boy was fed by the servant girl. This is the main clause. Then what is the other clause? Who was very hungry? Who was very hungry? This is subordinate or dependent clause. The boy was fed by the servant girl is the main clause. So if a sentence has one main clause and one subordinate, or one independent and one dependent clause, it is known as complex sentence. Clear? Now, see, take the example here. If you study well, another example, you will get good mark. Can you say now what is the main clause here? Or what is the main clause? You will get good mark. This is main clause or independent clause. It can stand its own. Now see, if you study well, this is subordinate clause or dependent clause. It cannot stand its own. This is not. So if a sentence has one main clause and one subordinate clause, it is known as complex sentence. Clear? Now comes compound sentence. What is compound sentence? If a sentence has two main clause, what is two main clause? It is two main clause or independent clause. It is known as compound sentence. Here see, I study well and got good mark. And got means and I got good mark. So both are independent sentence. Two clause, main clause, two main clause joined by coordinating conjunction. We study coordinating conjunction. What are the coordinating conjunction here? Coordinating conjunction for, and, nor, but, or, so. In short, you can let fan boys. Take the first letter FANBO, and we have here yet also. Okay, then it will be fan boys. Yet. So see, this is known as coordinating. So if a sentence is joined, two clauses are joined, main clauses are joined by a coordinating conjunction, they are known as compound sentence. Right? See, so by this example, I hope you understand. I study well and got good mark. Right? Now, go through this. I hope you understand this well. Now let us discuss a few exercises so that you will get a better understanding of this. See, now page number 132. Here, read these sentences and write S for simple sentence, CX for complex sentence, and CM for compound sentence. Now let us see a few. Spend at least a few minutes thinking of all the good things that you have enjoyed that day. Can you say which type of sentence it is? There was one independent clause and one dependent clause. One main clause. What is the main clause here? Spend at least a few minutes thinking of all good things. That is the main clause here. Then, what is the subordinate clause? That you have enjoyed that day. It cannot stand its own. That you have enjoyed that day. So it is a dependent clause. So one main clause and one subordinate clause, known as complex. So you have to write CX. Now comes, let's equip our body and mind to live our lives to the fullest and enjoy all that life has to offer. Here we have two main clauses, which are there. One, let us equip our body and mind to live our lives to the fullest. Second, enjoy. That means let us enjoy all that life has to offer. So both main clauses are connected or joined by coordinating conjunction and. So this is an example for compound sentence. So you have to write the CM. Next one, playing games regularly keep you healthy and happy. This is a one main clause. That is simple sentence. Right, then fourth one, while we speak of taking care of our body, it is also important to remember to be regular in our habit. What is the main clause here? Main clause is it is also important to remember to be regular in our habit. What is the subordinate clause? While we speak of taking care of our body. So it is not an independent sentence. While we speak, see this, why it is a dependent clause? It is joined by subordinating conjunction. What is the subordinating conjunction? Like if, unless, until, while, mean by. These all are example for subordinating conjunction. So if a clause is joined by subordinating conjunction, it is known as a dependent or subordinated clause. If where we use coordinating conjunction in compound sentences connecting two independent sentences. So here it is a complex sentence. Fourth one answer is it's a complex sentence. So remaining 5, 6, 7, 8 you have to do yourself, right? Now come join this sentence as director. Here we have to think about what sentences. First we have to read the question and identify which type it is. See, Arnav heard the argument. He did not say a word. Join to form a complex sentence. So we have to think what is a complex sentence? One main clause and one subordinating clause. So how can we do? So we can use a subordinating conjunction here. But although Arnav heard the argument, comma, he did not say a word. Although, so then here Arnav heard the argument. When we add although with that, it becomes a subordinating clause or a dependent clause. So although Arnav heard the argument, argument is dependent clause, then he did not say about main clause. So one subordinate clause and one main clause, that will be complex sentence. Second one, the children saw the crocodiles. They went home satisfied. Join to form a compound sentence. How to join compound? You have to use any of these coordinating conjunctions. So how is the answer? The children saw the crocodiles and they went home satisfied. Right? Third one, the judge announced the verdict. The jury walked out of the courtroom. You have to make complex sentence. One subordinate conjunction you have to use without changing the meaning. Then how to, after the judgment, after the judge announced the verdict, comma, the jury walked out of the court. Then it becomes a complex sentence. Remaining 4, 5, 6, do it as a homework. Right? Next one, there is an error in the use of conjunctions in this compound and complex sentence. So let's find out. It was raining because I couldn't go out to play. What will be the error? Because it doesn't match that, right? So what do you have to write? It was raining, so I couldn't go out to play. In the line you have to write so instead of because. Second one, although you give me the book, I will read it. What is the answer? Here we have to use a subordinate conjunction. Subordinate conjunction. If you give me the book, I will read it. That is the answer. If you, so you have to write answer as if. Third one, while you take medicines, you will not be fine. So, what we can use there instead of while? Unless, you write there, unless you take medicines, you will not be fine. Fourth one, though you are careful, you will be healthy. Instead of though, what do you write? If you are careful, you will be healthy. Remaining 5, 6, 7, 8, you can do it as homework. And here page number 135, it's simple. That's spelling. Find out in the rows which word spelling is wrong. The first one, conscious, concession, confusion, counter. Which one is wrong? Second one, concession spelling is wrong. Then you have to circle and you can write there the right spelling. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you can do it. Then now comes diary writing that we study page number, already we have studied page number 39. So here you are asked to write a diary entry. The subject, you take a class for underprivileged children. So you first time take a class for the children. So how you felt after taking the class? In the beginning you were little troubled by, or finally you are very happy or contented. How was the experience? You imagine that you take a class for children, you completed it. So you must write diary in past tense, because you completed it, right? So the format we have already have in page number 39. Making use of that, you have to write a diary. Okay? And read well, understand well, and learn well. That is the end of the class.